set of heroes, first of all to Rabbi, thank you for being here, and thank you for bringing greetings from our congressman, and it's such a pleasure to know that we are now recorded in the annals of history of the government and the history of the United States of America. I want to speak about heroes. The first set of heroes are all of you who are here tonight. Thank you for making time to celebrate this, our congregation's platinum anniversary. Thank you for giving of your resources and your time so that we can continue to truly be a center for spiritual transformation, where we foster the creation of sacred relationships, and where we give people the tools and resources to be God's partner in helping to transform the world. Thank you. On this, the official opening of this incredible new space, I echo Sue as a toast to a second set of heroes. Our building committee, our Kadima fundraising team, our Gala committee. Thank you for getting us to this moment and this moment in time. It is truly a Shechianu moment. The echoes of Sue's toast continue as we celebrate a third group of heroes, our professional, our support, and our custodial staff. And our fourth, thank you for making this happen. And our fourth group of heroes are our past presidents, whom we honor tonight. And so I'd like to invite my fellow clergy partners, Rabbi Frankel, Rabbi Rothman, Cantor Cooperman, if you could join me here, please. I'd like to invite all of our past presidents, if you could come in, who are here with us tonight, if you could come and stand before this day. Within congregations, it is often said that the best job is past president. For some, that may be true. However, the majority of past presidents in this community seem to continue with their congregational responsibilities. In some cases, even reverting to setting up chairs and tables for special events and stuffing envelopes for mass mailings. Here is the truth. The American Synagogue would not exist and probably could not persist without its number one lay leader, the synagogue president, the unsung hero of American Judaism. Anyone who has been a part of this community, whether for over 50 years or just 5 months, understands the value these unsung heroes bring. The synagogue president performs work that often borders on being a full-time, albeit unpaid job. Partnering with synagogue professionals, overseeing the business operations of the synagogue, presiding over the governance of the congregation, and serving as the chief financial officer and revenue generator is just the tip of the iceberg of a modern synagogue president's responsibilities. I promise you all something who are standing here before me. There is a hallowed place in the world to come for all of you. What do we honor in you tonight? If it was the time and energy that you put into the role, Dayenu. If it was how you found ways for others to give their time, talent, and treasure, Dayenu. If it was the list of achievements during each of your tenures, Dayenu. If it was how humility taught you that while you may have had a plan, God often had bigger plans for you, Dayenu. What we honor in you tonight is that in your heart and soul you serve with one purpose in mind, to strengthen this congregation, to strengthen Reform Judaism, to strengthen the Jewish people, and to do so in ways that brought joy, hope, inspiration, pride, awe, and love. This Shabbat we were visited by a renowned storyteller, Eva Grazel. She reminded me of a story that I'd like to share with you as the beginning of a blessing that will be bestowed by your rabbis and your cantor. There was a man in ancient Israel known as Judah Hanassi, whose name literally means Judah the President. He was such an amazing leader of the Jewish community around the year 200. Because of his dedication, his wisdom, and leadership, when he died, God gave him a choice. Do you want to go to a good place, or do you want to go to the bad place? It's up to you. And Judah, being a wise man, said to God, well, God, let me see what the bad place looks like first. And so, in the blink of an eye, he was in a room much like this, with beautifully set tables, with people all dressed up for an evening out on the town, with gleaming glasses and shining silverware, and he saw this before him, and he thought, this doesn't look so bad, except that he noticed all of the people had these large wooden spoons with the handles that extended from their shoulders all the way to their wrists, and yet they were taped to their arms so they couldn't bend their elbows. And so when they went to eat the food, they had to get the food in the spoon, but as they lifted the spoons up to try to get into their mouths because they couldn't bend at the elbow, all of the food fell onto their faces and onto their clothing and made a mess of everything. And Judah, the president, said, this doesn't feel so good. God, show me the good place. And within a blink of an eye, he was basically in the same room. Beautiful tables, beautiful people, all dressed up, gleaming silverware, sparkling glasses, and again with the same spoons attached to their arms so they couldn't bend their arms at the elbow. But this time the people were doing something different. This time they were feeding each other. So God said, so Judah, where do you want to spend eternity? God said, and Judah looked at God and said, the bad place. What? Said God. I don't understand. Judah says, look, if I go to the good place, I'll get to enjoy everything, but I won't get to make a difference. If I go to the bad place, I can teach them how to behave so that it will become a good place. When all of us do what is right and just to support this holy congregation, we all help to move it to a better place. We all help to build something as magnificent as this space and as sacred as all that lives within and beyond its walls. When we help support this place, we do what Judah noticed the people doing in the good place. We feed each other. To you, our past presidents, each of you inherited this synagogue when it was in a good place, and you strove, often with a significant other beside you, and I'd like to, at this point, call your spouses, your partners, your significant others, if you would, to stand in your place and remain standing. As you strove in so many ways to help move the community synagogue closer to the light, closer to the mission, to be a caring Jewish community that adds meaning and purpose to our lives. To you, our past and current president, where is Sue? And to your significant others who stand along you, we offer you this blessing. God's Spirit be lifted up to you, and may God grant you peace. May you feel joy. May you feel whole. And may we all continue to bless one another. Amen.
Amen.